I imagine that being in Hawaii, because a lot of tours, like they obviously do come through, but it's kind of like harder for bands to get to Hawaii. So what is it like being in the scene there, metaphorically and physically on an island when it comes to like, you know, trying to do content, trying to meet bands, trying to interview bands? I imagine it's so much harder, and there's probably not a huge music scene, but there is probably like its own core passionate scene that lives there.
So I will say that it is definitely dry out here as far as shows go, but we still do have some. I've been stationed in Hawaii before from about 2011 to 2017. So as all of these bands were like breaking out, I lived out here and I never got to see them live unless I went and traveled back to Arizona, where I'm from. It was tough seeing shows, but we did have a local scene here. One of my best friends, Manny, was in a band, Dissolved Horizons, that played local shows here, and he would take me to see a lot of the local bands, whether it be a house show, Chinatown near Honolulu. So there were opportunities to see bands, but if you're talking about seeing, for example, a month ago, I saw Underoath. They performed at the Republic, which is a venue that has host shows here. The Story So Far was recently there. Lorna Shore was there. To me, that's an exciting 3 months to see 3 bands is crazy. It's usually a lot of reggae shows, local Hawaiian artists that are reggae artists, which I love. The Green, J-Bug. I'm a big reggae fan, so I enjoy seeing that stuff. One of my favorite shows that I've seen here was when Silverstein rolled through in 2017 with Beartooth, and they called it Silvertooth. That was one of my favorite shows. A Day to Remember played the year before, I think in 2016, and I got them to sign a poster. There are scene fans here on the island, but it's not a huge population of people. So if I'm like, hey, A Day to Remember, can you sign this? And it's just me there, like, I'm like, you know, it was fun. We do have the opportunity, but it's not as much as if you lived in Chicago, for example. And when I see your stories on Instagram, I immediately get jealous because I'm like, Brian's at another show. Brian's hosting another event. Brian's like front row at something. I'm like, I do miss being around that stuff.